pain. You said you loved, but you lied. Maybe you just don't understand how hard they cry. You fool around like it's a game. You break all the rules, but never take the blame. And now another tender heart is breaking. Another precious moment is slipping away. Another tender heart is breaking. Oh, and it's too late now. It's too late now. It's too late now to stop the pain. Another tender heart is breaking. Another precious moment is slipping away. Another tender heart is breaking. Oh, and it's too late now. It's too late now. It's too late now to stop the pain. One of the shows in San Francisco, 1980, I think it was, something like that. Had Bonnie Raitt and Jackson Browne. I remember it was a lot of fun. We got up, it was with Roy Rogers and a guy named Dave Bergen who also played harmonica. And I think this old guy, Bill White, even got up with us maybe and played. Old guy with coveralls. And, but we'd written a song like the night before the show called Don't Want No Nukes No More. And it was right after 3 Mile Island, which coincidentally happened right after China Syndrome came out. It was, you know, great timing for an anti-nuke show. And the horror of the thought of them putting any, you know, too close to us here in the Bay Area was, you know, something we didn't want that around here. Don't want no nukes no more. Don't want no nukes no more. Baby, yeah. Don't want no nukes no more. Yeah, we got to make them close that door. Yeah, we got to make them close that door. Yeah, everybody, don't want no nukes no more. Don't want no nukes no more. Yeah, don't want no nukes no more. We got to make them close that door. Got to make them close the door. Yeah, I think it was 1977. I was on tour with Steve Miller and came into Los Angeles and had this frantic call waiting at my hotel room. Norton Buffalo, we need your services on this album with Bonnie Raitt. And she had already tried, on Runaway, she had already tried a saxophone player and a synthesizer. You know, Billy Payne had come in. All these people had come in and tried to solo on it. And so I immediately thought, well, Runaway, Del Shannon, and they want me to go. So I went in the studio and I had 102 fever. I mean, I was sicker than a dog. Didn't tell anybody I was sick. Boy, I didn't want to miss this session. And I tried all these different things, and finally I went, well, if I really did it the way I'd like to do it, I'd use these 4 harmonicas and go like this. And so they were like ready to give up on me. And I says, let me try just this one last thing before you go. This is how I'd do it. And I pulled out these 4 harmonics, and I don't know whether it was, it was great. I mean, I looked up about halfway through, and these people are jumping up and down and screaming in the studio. And I've had a lot of fun with Bonnie down through the years. We've sat in on a lot of shows together. I think she sat in with me once at the Bammies in 1978, and gosh, we've done a bunch of shows together with her and Little Feat and Jackson Browne, and she's wonderful. And I really had a lot of fun. I think that was one of the solos that I did that made people kind of stand up and go, who's that guy? And working on the roads was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work. We practiced, 5 days a week at least. Seems like, 6 hours a day anyways, 6 to 7 hours a day, rehearsing like crazy. The band was phenomenally loud. I mean, horrendously loud. And that might have had something to do with this. But it was a good time. It was a lot of, when Bette Midler wasn't there, she worked really hard. She was great. But when she wasn't there at the rehearsals, I did almost all the singing. And so for me, it was like, hey, here I went from, this band, which I had at the time, my original Stampede band. I went from that, and of course I'd been doing Steve Miller stuff, which was pretty rock and roll, but I mean, I went in, that was full tilt rock and roll stuff. And it kind of drove me a little more away from the country stuff that I've been doing. I think that's one of the things that started leading me to the point where I'm not really writing as much country now. I write it for occasions, for films and for pieces that I do, and every once in a while I come up with a killer country song.
She was singing, sitting on the back porch of her country home. Then the moon would start to glow in, the soft breeze started to blow in, and she would sing the blues, but nobody would ever hear. And she'd sing, nobody wants me, they left me all alone. Was out drinking and my daddy is dead and gone. Nobody wants me, they left me all alone. So I'll be singing the blues, but thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. When the sun come up, this girl would rise and though her day was long and high, she didn't much money since Papa up and died. Working in a store all down the road, you should have heard the story she done told about the life that she'd been living, and that another day. As I rambled through the meadow, floated down so soft and lingered in my ears. I followed the voice till I saw her there, singing lonesome words into the air. Such a beautiful lady, I listened to her as she sang. And she sang, nobody wants me. They left me all alone. My mama's out drinking and my daddy is dead and gone. Nobody wants me. They left me all alone. So I'll be singing the blues. And thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. I said I'm singing the blues. And thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. Can't judge a honey by looking at the bee, yeah. Can't judge a daughter by looking at a mother. And you can't judge the book by looking at the cover. Darling, can't you see? Oh, now, baby, that you mistrust me. I might look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge the book by looking at the cover. The sugar by looking at a can. Can't tell the woman by looking at her man. Can't tell the sister by looking at her brother. Can't tell the book child by looking at the cover. Darling, can't you see? How, baby, that you mistook me? I might look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Willie Dixon wrote this song years and years ago. Bo Diddley gave it the beat that I love so well. It's a song with a moral here we're talking about. I don't want to see if y'all are paying attention enough to know what the moral of this song is, because the moral is, happens to be the title, which is, you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Now, if you got that, there comes a point in this next here verse where I'm gonna let you help me out on it, okay? If you understand what I mean. That means you get to sing. You can't judge the fish about looking at the pond. Can't judge the right by looking at the wrong. You can't judge one by looking at the other. Hey! You see, yeah, all you doing good, caught that you misjudged me. Check it out. I might look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. Woo! Oh, Sonoma County, you sing real, real good. I think you take the cake on that.
And I'm getting it down to what I think is a wonderful little package of songs. And I feel real good about my music and about my life and my voice and my heart playing and everything. You know, I may not be as rich or as famous as a lot of them other people out there, but I'm really happy. And that means more to me than anything else.
Wheels spinning, the race is on and on with it, running down that road, all that heavy load. And my 18-wheelers keep on spinning round in Frisco Bay. 18 wheels spinning, the race is on and on with it, running down that road, all that heavy load. And my 18-wheelers keep on spinning round in Frisco Bay. That luma chicken, the sweets and on the crate. It don't matter what I'm hauling, I've got what it takes. That big bobtails pay the notes when I sing on my riches trucks. My 18-wheelers keep on spinning around in Frisco Bay. 18 wheels spinning, the race along and on with it, rolling down that road, all that heavy load. And my 18-wheelers keep on spinning around in Frisco Bay. My tail's on fire, can see me stop, Lord knows I'm flying. I was running down this big old hill, showing the hole that I don't spill. I gotta get busy, wheels spinning till the end of my working day. 18 wheels spinning, the race on and up with it, rolling down that road, all that heavy load. And my 18 wheelers keep on spinning round at Frisco Bay. I want to thank y'all for coming down tonight. I want to thank the people here at the Cabaret, and one more time all the people from Channel 22 and Ronan Park for coming down and helping us make a movie. But before we go, wait a minute, I got one last thing to tell you. This is very serious. This is a serious part of the show. It's very important. 18-wheels spinning the race on and I'm running down that road on that heavy load. My 18-wheelers keep on spinning around at Frisco Bay. 18-wheels spinning the race on and I'm running down that road on that heavy load. My 18-wheelers keep on spinning around at Frisco Bay. My 18-wheelers keep on spinning around.